How to prioritise tasks effectively. There are many strategies for prioritising, but if you look carefully, you will see they all boil down to the same thing. The simple truth at the heart of prioritising is, do the most important task first. So let's look at that in more detail. If you want to be truly productive, then you have to prioritise effectively. It is a constant decision-making process, working out what to do next. This is summed up well by Stephen Covey in his book The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. What we need to do is put first things first. Most people have a long list of things that they need to do. The trick is then to prioritise that list, not just to start at the top and work down. Tools such as the Eisenhower matrix can help us do this as we categorise tasks into what is important and what is urgent. In other words, Category 1, what is important and urgent, things we need to do now. 2, important and not urgent, things we need to plan to do. 3, urgent but not important, things we should try to delegate. 4, not urgent and not important, things we should avoid doing. Alternatively, we might use the Pareto principle, where we spot and leverage the 20% of work that will get us 80% of the results. So the theory is simple, but the practice is often hard. How do you work out what to do when you're feeling overwhelmed? This is the same challenge that Steve Jobs faced. As he said, prioritization sounds like such a simple thing, but true prioritization starts with a very difficult question to answer, especially at a company with a portfolio approach. If you could do only one thing, what would it be? And you can't rationalize the answer, and you can't attach the one thing to some other things. It's just the one thing. So what you need to do is ask yourself the same question that Steve Jobs used. If you could do only one thing, what would it be? We should always focus on the one thing that we can do on any given day that takes us closer to success. Finished a task? Ask the same question again, and make sure you're doing the next most important thing. Okay, so you've identified the top things on your to-do list. But what if you don't like the look of the most important task? The most important and impactful thing you need to do may well be a task that you don't want to do. It could be a difficult conversation you have been avoiding. Maybe it's that deadline you've been pushing back. There is a good chance that work you have been avoiding is the task that you most need to tackle. If that is the case, there is a danger you will, consciously or unconsciously, employ evasion techniques to avoid doing that work. You might convince yourself that it's not really the most important thing, or just allow yourself to get distracted. At this point, stop, take a deep breath, hold your nose, and eat that frog. The phrase "eat that frog" was coined by leadership guru Brian Tracey. It is the discipline of doing the unpleasant task first to get it out of the way. The rationale is that when you have to eat a frog, you might as well get it over with first and fast. The same goes for unpleasant work. There is nothing for it but to get on with it, suck it up, then move on. So, taking all of this advice, we can now put it into practice in 3 easy steps. 1. Identify your priority tasks. 2. Assign an amount of time to achieve that goal. 3. Start the task or immediately put it in the diary. This will help to ensure that you get your priority tasks done. So the question is now, what is the most important thing that you need to do today? If you would like to find out more on this subject or about other leadership models and decision-making tools, then click on the link or head over to the website at www.therightquestions.co. And if you found this helpful, please do like and subscribe.